Welcome to the Pop Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Chauncey Julius, and we are back with part 2 of our conversation with Cedric Smith, aka DJ CeeLo. He is a childhood friend of mine. We've been knowing each other since 7th grade. CJ, he's been a DJ for Nelly's Dirty ENT. We call him CJ, my bad. We call him CJ. But he was a DJ for Nelly's Dirty ENT. He was a guest DJ on BET, believe it or not. BET's Rap City the Basement. I believe that episode featured T.I. And then he's also a serial entrepreneur. This guy is getting to the bag. He has several businesses. He does parties in the Nashville area. He flipped houses. This guy does it all. But the reason why we have him here on the Pop Talk Podcast is because he is a father and he has a story to tell. Also, if you haven't subscribed by now, we trying to get to just 100. We're trying to get to 100. And so if you could click that subscribe button, and also if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, man. We want to continue to bring you great content surrounding the topic of fatherhood and fatherlessness. We exist solely to eradicate fatherlessness. It's a big, hairy, audacious, what they call it, BHAG, a big, hairy, audacious goal. But that's what we're doing. We're tackling this monster called fatherlessness because it needs to be done away with. Man, enough of me yapping, man. I could talk all day, man. So let's hop into part 2 of our convo with DJ CeeLo.
What was your most memorable moment as a father?
I would probably have to say the quality time, being able, like he and I going fishing, Christmases. I would probably say some of the best moments, like my son has an old soul. Like he grew up watching everything that I watched. So like literally we would spend time and he would be like, yo, like I want to watch what you watch. You know what I'm saying? Like those moments where I'm thinking that like I gotta cut on cartoons and he's like, nah, let's watch House Party. No, let's watch Martin. Let's watch the Jeffersons.
Yeah,
like, you know what
good.
I'm saying? So, or just hooping and getting to the point where like I would like totally beat him, and then now like it got to a point where I'm like, yo, I can't beat him no more. I'm not even gonna try. Yeah, but that was a great moment because I'm like, yo, like all right, like I gotta admit that like I can't hang with him no more. Like he gonna get down on me. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of great moments, man, what was a defining moment in your fatherhood experience, man, which was like a clear line in the sand, like, okay, man, going forward, things are going to be different. What was that defining moment for you?
Man, I think when I woke up and I said, I want to break the generational curse, right? Like I wasn't like, there wasn't a like in a situation where it's not a perfect situation anytime you have to parent from separate homes. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. It's not ideal. But that's you make the best of the situation. And so for me, I woke up one day and I thought about, so wait a minute. I was like, I didn't find out who my real dad was until I was 16. We didn't have a relationship. And I was like, dang, I got this situation. I'm like, yo, like I want to do better. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be the same way. So, for me, it was just more or less like waking up and being like, yo, like I don't want my son to feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? I at least want him to say, I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't perfect, but I at least want him to be like, yo, he tried. You know what I'm saying? I at least want it to be a certain level of respect that he tried. You know what I'm saying? And again, being a younger parent, man, for the first 4 or 5 years, man, I was focused on me and building my DJ career and trying to be the best DJ I could be. You know what I'm saying? So like I and I've apologized, like, when I tell people all the time, like,
so did that take a toll? That took a toll on your relationship with your children? Pursuing the DJ career?
Yeah, because it's the time. You know what I'm saying? The time. Like, like being a father, like that's the thing. Being a father, you gotta be at home.
You gotta be at home.
You gotta be at home, And so
you need that quantity. They spell quality.
You gotta be at home. And sometimes parents are like, well, why is the kid so close to mama? Like, bro, if you always gone, and she the one that's running, getting them happy meals and getting them food and cooking for them and bathing them, like,
ouch. Yeah, man.
You gotta be at home. So
constantly working or whatever you grinding, and it takes a toll. It's that opportunity cost.
So it's but the beauty in it is balance. It's trying to find, to your point, of a sweet spot, like, because you got to work. You know, you want to provide the best for your kids, but finding balance. So maybe, trying to take them with
Absolutely.
you to work sometimes, or
Yeah.
really, when you do spend time with them, really letting them know how much the time means to you as well. So they'll
Yeah.
look forward to it. So,
You
but it
had
was a
you,
learning lesson.
you kind of had like this outcome based defining moment. You was like,
Yeah,
okay, what story do I want to tell going
yeah,
forward? Like, how do I
yeah,
want him to view me? How do I want him to
yeah,
receive me? And that
yeah,
was kind of like that
yeah.
aha
That
moment.
moment.
It's
Yeah,
still a
yeah,
line from
yeah,
Oprah,
yeah,
saying that you
yeah,
had your aha moment. That's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
dope,
and then
man.
and then and then I didn't, and then as I started to get older and I started to date, I didn't want. I knew that, like, that when you enter relationships, you want, like, the level of respect that you're not going to get it. Like, if you don't respect it, like, show love to your kids, like, a
Mm-hmm.
woman is not going. If you have a good woman in your
Yeah.
life, so it's like, that's. I mean, just the reality of it. Like, it's like, yo, how you gonna be over here doing this, and then your shorty out here, like, not even getting nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
man. You out here
so I
whining
mean,
and dining me, and then
yeah,
your youngin'
yeah,
over here
yeah,
hurting.
it can't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like,
Yeah.
I just never really, like I said, it's just one of those things where I never really wanted to be that person.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the first person typically all the time, like, yo, I'm far from perfect. A lot of the things that people see, me do, it comes from a great place, whether it be the kicks, the donating the kicks, or,
Yeah.
always trying to help out and give back to sponsor stuff in the community. What I'm saying? But, there have been so many trials and tribulations that I've been through, I tell the person, like, yo, I'm not perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like, even
Yeah.
today, like, just being transparent, even today, I wish me and my son were closer at this stage. And what I mean by that is because I have so much more knowledge and so much more wisdom to share and pass
Mm-hmm.
along, but then I also have to understand, like, yo, he's a young grown man, and he has to be ready to receive that, right? Like, cause so, like, if I'm if
Absolutely.
I'm if I'm ready to talk to you about stocks, bonds, real estate,
Yeah.
anything dealing with, like, corporate, and he's like, yo, now I'm on this rap game right now. Like, I'm finna try to flip these shirts. Like, he's not ready to receive, like,
Where you've
where I'm
already
coming,
done been.
where,
Yeah.
yeah, wherever, yeah. So now I have to. So now, like, Lord willing, that I live to until he evolves to that point where he may be ready to receive and say, yo, my old man got a lot of this stuff going on. I could tap into him, and he could possibly, what I'm saying, show me some things. You know what I'm saying? Because we,
Right.
as young men, as young adults, we all want to do our own thing. We all want
And
to
we
make our
and we
own
got it
way.
figured out.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
got to figure it out. Yeah, we want to make our own way, and we want to show that we can get it on our own. So,
Yeah.
you have to be like, okay, like, yo, like, he's a grown man. However, I hope that, I'm still healthy, alive, and willing, so that when he evolves, because that, just like I said to him, I'm like, yo, if I was, 24 and had a dad that was 41, and my old man was, like, moving and shaking the way I move, I'm like, yo, like, when the next time you catching a flight, like, yo, when the
Yeah.
next time you, like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm there, like, like, what I'm saying, like, I'm not like sitting in a rocking chair, rocking back and forth, and can barely move. Like, you'll be all right. Your pops on
Right.
jet
You
skis
moving.
out here, like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, let's hit this water, like,
Yeah. You
let's
just see
live.
shorty, man.
Yeah, yeah, let's live, let's enjoy
Yeah.
life. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the place you want to get to. So, but yeah, man, like I said, it's definitely, it's work. You know what I'm saying? And I, like,
It's
even for me,
work.
like, if I was to start over today, newly, with the
Mm-hmm.
new kid, I would be a total different dad, and, like, I would
And
then
so let's
probably go,
let's let's spe- let's
yeah,
let's stop there. Let's stop there.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
let's speak to that.
yeah,
You became a father at 16.
yeah, yeah,
What would you say to a new teen dad? Man, 16, 15. I've seen 15-year-olds. I work in a juvenile detention center. And so I've seen 15
yeah,
year olds who,
yeah.
who have become fathers. What would you say to that teenager who just
I
found out that, man, I'm about to be a dad?
Man, I would probably start with the jokingly part of Minister Satellite. You know you messed up, right? You know you messed up. You know he
Hey.
messed up. No, I would definitely talk to him about patience. Patience.
Mm,
Like, being a parent, man, you have to be patient. Like we don't realize how patient our parents was with us. You know what I'm saying? And
that's good.
so wisdom and age teaches you patience. And
Yeah.
so, like like I would talk to him about having patience, but not only patience with the kid, like patience with yourself, like understanding, yeah,
That's
you're
good.
dad and you do
Mm,
have to work, but don't put so much pressure on yourself to the point where you're not good for the kid. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Take it day by day, and still pursue a career. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes,
Mm,
we
that's
get like
good.
you tell a person, hey, man, you got to get a job. You got a kid, you're 16, and the kid person turns 17 and they don't. I'm like, no, pursue a career. Like, don't just look at the trees. Right now, the trees
Yeah.
are you're a young parent, you have a kid, it probably wasn't planned, but
Mhm.
now this kid is here. So let's look at like 15 years down the road. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, so the next steps you need to make now are what steps are you going to do so to open you up so that when this kid is 10, you can provide totally different. So you're not having to struggle now. That's the biggest thing. The
Because
biggest thing.
because with because with you, I'm sorry to cut you off, but with
Yeah, no, you
you continue your education.
yeah.
You
Like
didn't
I did.
abandon. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and it
Speak
was
to
one of those
that.
things. Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to, and even by the time I went back to school, like I said, I went back at 30, and
Mhm.
so by the time I went back for IT, because I was just DJing, and by that time my son was getting
He
older,
was older.
but
Okay.
yeah, but so I tell that's what I'm saying. Like for me, even now, I would be such a different dad. Like now, my mindset is like, yo, okay, where am I going to live so my new kid would be in a good school district? Like, how am I going to set him up for the future? Like, what can I leave him? How can I, So I mean, when you have a kid at like 16 years old, by the time you're 30, the kid has grown up with you, and
Yeah.
you trying to get yourself together. So it's very like I said, like man, like I didn't have a college fund set aside for him because heck, I was growing up too, you know what I'm saying, and working
Absolutely.
in
Yeah.
in my career. So, now that's why I said I would be it would be a totally different experience. It would be a
That's
totally different
good.
experience, but again, like it wasn't, again, he had love and he's blessed, but it's still like, he would be looking at me like, dang, my little brother just got but I got Janai's first car. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know if you
Uh-huh.
want me to say his name, but I got him his first car. So I mean, like you get one out of me. You get your first car.
You get one
My mom
you
did
get
the
one
same.
out of it.
Yeah, you get one car. You have to be responsible for the next one. You know what I'm saying? And so, it's things that I again, I wasn't the best dad in the world. I was a young dad.
Right.
However, my main thing was always really trying to, spend time, trying to, to be around and spend that quality time, up until the point where I couldn't make him come no more. Like like he was here with me until he got to 18. I was like, yo, you want to come? He's like, no, I'm hanging out with my girlfriend this weekend. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So,
Okay.
so it was up until that
So
point when he was
now
18.
it's on the level where hey, it's on his terms
Like
now.
yeah, it's on his
Yeah.
terms. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he's welcome. He talks about coming down and working with me, which that was shocking me. He's like, yo, I want to come down and work with you, Pop. I'm like, yo, I've been waiting on you. Like, yo, you could have been down here grinding it out.
Hey, it's a spot
So
for you,
we,
son.
yeah. Like I would love to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Man, we ain't
So
gonna be able to tell
but
y'all apart, man. I ain't gonna know who I'm talking to because hey, if y'all ever see this son, man, hey man, they are
yeah, man,
identical
yeah,
twins, man.
yeah,
That's
definitely,
cool.
man.
So you say patience. You say
Yeah,
patience. That's the advice
yeah.
that you would give young teen dads.
The word patience goes so it's not you again, it's you got to be patient with the fact that you have a kid. This kid is gonna cry. You this is not something you used to. You got to be patient with yourself. You have to give yourself the opportunity to also grow and learn
Yeah,
what that means to become a dad. Because you're not even mature enough, what I'm saying, to barely take care of yourself at that point.
I
So I
like
mean, I
that.
think the yeah, so I mean, I think the level of, it's not, I can't tell you that every day gonna be good. I can't say, oh, if you go out and do this, it's gonna be blah 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 blah. I would say, yeah, be patient, but understand what that means. That mean, and while being patient, like start thinking about the future, way in the future. Like, it's time to really think about the future and
I
understand, like,
like
yo,
that.
like what, so yeah, man,
I like
that's
that a
one of the
lot,
things I
man,
would
because
say.
you're telling them, hey, listen, don't necessarily go out there and get a job. Yes, you have to provide. That's one of your core,
Yeah,
you talked
yeah,
about that
yeah,
early in the
yeah,
interview, but you're
yeah,
saying, man, get yourself some values, man. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Get
like,
yourself
yeah,
some core values, get yourself some patience, get yourself some
yeah,
character qualities. That's what's
yeah.
going to hold you through. That's what's
Put
going to
you
get
through it.
you
Yeah,
over. Yeah.
yeah, definitely, man.
I
Yeah,
like that a
yeah,
lot, man. You spoke about being fatherless earlier in the
yeah,
interview, man.
yeah,
Man, fatherlessness is a crisis in
yeah,
America, man. Over 18 million children are going to go to
yeah,
bed tonight in
yeah,
a father absent home where they don't have a
yeah,
biological father in the house, a stepdad in the house. They're going to
yeah,
go to bed in a
yeah.
father absent home. And so, man, what do you think about the fatherless crisis in America?
You really just taught me a lot because I didn't know it was that many, but I know that it stands out and I know that it's horrible. And we see it by the way, our young men sometimes react to things and our young women react to things, the younger generation that's coming up. You see it by a lot of the violence, and so it's just I don't know. I couldn't even begin to say it, where to start to fix it, right? Like I
Right.
like it, but it's one of those things that like there's something that needs to be done. I think that, even for myself, like I want to start, talking to younger men who are like 18 years old and who are getting ready to step out into the real world because there's so many young men who don't really know how to be men, who don't know how to provide for themselves. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. You know what I'm saying? So, that it's catastrophic. It really is. It's something that you look up and you say, wow. But here's the thing, like when you say wow, you have to say wow, fatherless, and you have to think about all the things that stem from it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times
Come
we
on
don't
now.
think about that. There's
Yeah,
so
man.
many,
You're you're
you know,
you're you're 4 times more likely to grow up and live in poverty. You're seven
yep,
times more likely to be a teen parent. You're
yeah,
more likely to sell drugs. You're more likely to be incarcerated. You're more likely to be a
yeah,
dropout. I mean, the list goes
yeah.
on. A lot
It
of our
goes on,
social
right?
issues come
Yeah,
from, you know,
yeah.
not having a father
Having
in the
the
home,
father
man.
home, yeah,
And so that's
yeah.
why we
I
go
agree.
back and salute you, bro, because
Yeah,
you defy a lot of the odds, man. You
yeah,
defied a
yeah,
lot of the odds. And so
yeah,
definitely want to salute, by no means perfect,
yeah, yeah,
but at the
yeah, yeah,
same time, man, you stuck out your situation
yeah,
and wrestled with the bull,
yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
fell
yeah,
off the
yeah,
bull, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But you got back
And
up
got
on
back
it, man.
up.
Man, a question that I like to ask
Yeah,
all my guests. If you could go back, have a
yeah,
conversation with your 18-year-old self, man. What
yeah.
conversation would you have with him? What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Man, to be patient and use your time wisely. Really,
Mm,
honestly, man. Like use your time. Time is of the essence, and to use your time wisely. Because when
that's
you're
good.
18, you feel like you have the rest of your life, and you do
Hmm.
have life, but you don't realize how fast that you look up and you're like, yo, I'm 30. You know what I'm
Wow.
saying?
Hey.
So so like use
Yeah.
your time wisely. It doesn't mean don't
Yeah.
have fun, but use your time wisely. Really think about what you're spending your time on. You know what I'm saying? Like I would say definitely like and nowadays, man, with the internet and everything that's going on, I mean, we're in a world of creatives.
Yeah.
If you're creative and you can create, like you have the platform to do it. So, use your time
Absolutely.
wisely, man. That's what I would
That's
definitely
good,
say,
man.
man.
Well,
Yeah.
man, bro, appreciate you being
Thank
on the
thank you for
show.
having me, bro. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, DJ CeeLo, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Always a treat to just catch up with you, chop it up,
Thank you,
man.
man.
Been
Yeah.
knowing this brother since seventh grade, man. And
Man, that was wild. You remember how that happened?
I remember exactly like it was yesterday, bro.
Yeah, yeah. I mean
And
too.
so
I
you gonna tell it?
tell a
Go ahead and
story.
tell it.
You tell it, you tell it.
All right, all right,
Yo,
all right.
so
And so,
go
all right,
ahead.
go ahead.
We got the same initials.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the same initials. And so I had just got to school. I think, and I don't know if you were there before me or if I was there before you, but we had just got to school. And people back then, people called me CJ. They was like, yo, so they was like, oh, you CJ, oh, like the other CJ.
Yeah, there's another CJ in the class.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, somebody pointed you out. It might have been, I don't know who it was. Somebody pointed you out. So I remember we was in the bathroom, and I was like, yo, are you the CJ?
Yeah. So you came in the bathroom. It was like, hey, yo, your name's CJ. And where I'm from, and I'm sure where you from, it's the same way, bro. In Chicago, it ain't no different. So in Cincinnati, it's like, yo, a dude come and ask you what your name is, bro. He want to fight. And so I'm like, yeah, my name's CJ. What about it? You know what I'm saying? And so I'm thinking I'm about to throw hands. He was like, yo, man, it ain't even like that. It's just like, I'm just asking. Everybody's saying that there's another CJ. And I was like, right, okay, all right, cool. And then I just felt like, oh no, from then on, we just was running. It was just the rest is history, bro. It's like
the rest is history. Yeah,
we became best friends, man, and the rest is history, man. And so, man, just so glad to always chop it up with you, man. Man, I was just thinking about that today, man. Since 7th grade, bro.
7th grade, bro. Yeah,
man, that's crazy,
time, man.
Long time, man.
We're blessed, man. We definitely are blessed today.
Super blessed, man. Proud of the man. Proud of the man that you are, bro.
Same here,
for real. You're doing big things, man. Man, even when I was doing tours out in Iraq, man, and I would get messages. I remember seeing you on Rap City Basement, man. I'm with my soldiers, man, and we looking at TV, man. We're looking at Rap City. We seeing T on there, and I'm looking at the DJ, and I start squinting. I'm like, hold up, man. That's my bro, man. That's CJ. That's the homie. And so they was like, man, stop lying. You don't know this guy. I was like, all right, man, I know this guy.
That's my dude.
That's my dude, man. So long way. Man. Columbia Gardens, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely, man.
But man, always a treat, man. DJ CeeLo, man. It's been real, bro.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for having me, man. One love.
One love.